Hey guys, Key Kitty here, and as you may know, I do 3 different types of content: gaming, art, and LPS. And today, I will be combining LPS and art together. And we are doing a challenge as well. So, if you've already tell by the title, we are doing the tiny challenge. We are painting these tiny figures, and hopefully it turns out well. So yeah, and you're probably wondering, it's Easter, are you posting anything special for Easter? No, I just used Easter as an excuse to post late. Any hoozles, these are what we're going to be customizing this video. Keep on watching to see how they turn out. Okay.
Guys, it's the voiceover. So right now I'm cutting my brush so I can have a super tiny one, and I think this was my first mistake. And so I'm going to be starting off with the moose, and I'm going to do a white base coat so I can make it easier. And the funny thing is I kept the eyes on the penguin so I could have regular LPS eyes, and I wanted to make my own, but I did not keep the eyes on the moose, but it turned out that I made my own LPS like eyes on the moose, and I made my cute black eyes for my penguin. Well, it turns into a chicken. But anyways, it was so small and I didn't want to have my fingers all over it. So I had to use a toothpick to keep it on. And I think the hardest part was when I started painting and getting into it. But then I looked up and I realized my painting wasn't even in frame. And I'm sorry that it's not in frame. I might need to do it in a different position. Instead of doing above me, I might need it to just be like level with me. That might be easier. We'll just have to wait and find out for my next custom. Anyways, I do customs. Well, as you can tell, my avatar is custom and stuff, and I did show off one of my customs in another LPS video. And I thought this would be an interesting thing to do, because I didn't really see anyone who like customized their super tiny LPS as a challenge. So I made this challenge, and if you guys want to do it, you go on ahead. I'm probably not the first one who customized the super tiny LPS, but I'm making it into a challenge. So yeah. So I just did both of the base coats, and now I'm letting them dry. I'm putting them on my tack, which is pretty funny. And now we have the paints, and we are going to make the moose a more lighter brown and not blue. And yeah, it's extremely small. It turned out that it would not focus for the living, and like, so I had to have a background for it in order for you to see it, and not to be blurry, because my table is white now, and so was LPS, so it was kind of hard to focus on something that everything is white. Anyways, so yeah, now my background is blue. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have had multiple desk change. Originally my desk was black, then it was brown for a small point, and now it's white. So we got rid of my old desk, which used to be my mother's old computer desk, and we used her desk until we can get this artist desk from this company. But we had so much trouble we had a factory defect and we couldn't properly build it, and so we needed them to get us another piece, and they kind of kept on getting it wrong. So my desk is defected, but the main table works out pretty good, so yeah. And I don't know what was wrong with this, but I was using my regular paint that I always use, and they never turn out. This is this like pigmented, but it was extremely streaky, and at the very end you can like see every little brush stroke on the mousse. And I think I messed up so many times with the coloration of the brown, because it's like, oh, it's too light, it needs to be darker, dang it, it's too dark, it needs to be lighter. And so like it's very thick. Like if you peeled off the paint, you probably have a nice little layer of paint that chips off. So there were like a ton of layers, and it makes it look real messy and blocky. And this was definitely a challenge, and I think I'd probably have to get a bigger brush in order to do this properly. But it did turn out to be quite cute, I think, personally. It turned out pretty cute. There was some messes, but oh well. But the first try is never always perfect, and that's just how art works. So for the design of the mousse, I didn't really think of anything really. I just wanted it to be a brown mousse with white antlers and have a darker floof on its chest, and also have a nice little swirl on it. Yeah, I'm coloring in the floof right now. And then we're adding the little swirl, I believe, if I could keep my hand in frame. And yeah. Oh god. So I kept on going back and forth between it so they could dry. So sometimes I do a little bit off camera. And I think the fact that the brush was at the very tip end of the brush, the bristles that I used, it's extremely hard and thick, and it kind of kept on scratching and didn't give me smooth strokes. So eventually I just got rid of the tiny brush, but it was pretty hard to color in the eyes, and I wanted to add little like coloration to it, so I tried my best to give it a little color. And I wanted to add blush to it, but I just was like weird looking on it, so I just decided not to give blush to it. And there we go, just finished painting the eye. And I hope you guys had a okay Easter. I know we can't really go out and have an egg hunt, but hopefully you can like get on that cheap candy, because after Easter, man, I'm going to the store and getting all the sale chocolates I can. So right now I am painting the penguin, and originally I wanted to keep it as a penguin, but like a fancy man, a black tuxedo penguin with a nice little bow tie. But I thought, why not? We might as well make something Easter related, since I'm posting this on Easter, because I'm a lazy potato and I just really like doing other stuff that doesn't involve my channel sometimes. But I do love making videos on this channel and stuff, so I decided to make a chick. And while I was making this chick, I was like, I wonder, where did the bunny come from in Easter? So I looked it up, and let me tell you this. Apparently it came in the 1700s from these German immigrants who settled in Pennsylvania, and their tradition for an egg-laying hare called Osterhase or Osterhase. Bunnies aren't the animals traditionally exported for Easter in every country. So apparently Germans started it for America, and that's what I found out. And they also usually give birth to a litter of babies. Okay. Well, if you find something else interesting about it, comment down below. Anyways, let's get back to the custom, because I haven't really been paying attention to the video. So right now I am painting the chick, like I said, and I'm trying to make it a pastel yellow, and I'm using some paint that I got from I'm using new paint that I got from my mother. and turns out pretty well. But if you like a slight amount of just the pure yellow, and it like turns the entire thing off, and it just made it turn out so weird. Like right now I accidentally grabbed the wrong yellow, and it kind of made it like extremely yellow. I was like, gosh darn it, oh well, might as well make it extremely yellow. And I don't know why, but the forehead just couldn't keep any color. Like I'd paint it, then it'd dry, and then I go back, and then it just turn, it would just be less pigment. And I was like, what's going on? Can't the forehead get some color? It's like, no, I don't want color. I want to be blue, but you're trying to change me to a different color. And I'm like, because it's supposed to be this color, not that color. Gosh darn it. And I wanted to make like derpy eyes on the chicken, but it just turned out to be kind of like it was already molded in, so I couldn't really like defy the mold, so I just had to make big black eyes, and I didn't really wanted to add the little coloring to it. I just wanted it to be like black eyes, because a lot of my drawings when it comes to animals, they just have black eyes, but they're like far apart from each other, which makes them look derpy. So yeah, I draw a lot of animals derpy, and I wanted to make it into a bow, but I just messed it up, so it kind of just turned into a bow tie. And this was my next mistake. I don't know how many mistakes I made on this video, but any hoozles, I just forgot to lighten up the red, because this red is just so prominent, and it doesn't look like subtle blush. It looks like I'm burning in a fire red. Help me, I'm sweating like hot Cheetos. And then I fixed it off camera, because I just couldn't take it under the camera.
And here is the final product. I don't know. I think I could have done better with the eyeballs. I think it was the tiny brush that was messing me up. And I don't think I did a full dry cycle. Some of the paint is, yeah, don't look at that. The paint is kind of inconsistent, but you know what? We made mistakes. This is tiny. To be completely honest, I think this is a whole lot better than what I could do when I first started customizing LPS. I think I like the little chicken more, even though it's a penguin. But I really like this one because of the blushies. I wanted to do blushies on this one, but I couldn't because it looked weird. Yeah. She kind of looks dead inside while he's just like, I got purple eyes, deal with it. They look like little puppets with the little sticks. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter. Hopefully you can get some chocolate or something like that. Get some candy since there's probably no Easter egg hunts, unless your family does egg hunts. Go to the store and get yourself some candy because you deserve it. Anyhoozle. Yep. Bye, guys. Stay crazy, cute self. Ciao.
Oh, we're not done yet. The next day, I looked at them and I was upset. So, I spent another 30 minutes fixing them. So I kind of just like try to fix the coloration. It's not perfect, it's not great. I really need to try to keep my paints together. And I accidentally mixed my white with my glue covering, so my mousse looks even more like, look at it, look how thick the paint looks on its face, and I'm kind of upset that it's like that. And but it looks kind of better than what it did yesterday when I made it anyways. Any hoozles, yep, this is just the show off of them. I hope you enjoyed this thing, and yeah, they're really small. Okay guys, bye. Stay your crazy cute self. Ciao.